there, good looking. Stick around for this awesome total body strength workout using some dumbbells and your BOSU ball. So lace up your runners, set up your BOSU ball, and let's go get busy. Hey there, welcome. I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, and hey listen, I help women over the age of 40 reclaim the tush of their 20s. We're gonna reclaim a lot more with this workout. So hey, if that interests you, if you're over the age of 40 and you want more workouts, tips, and videos, click that subscribe button. Now let's get warmed up. I'll chat about the workout as we are warming up. For dumbbell size, sorry, I didn't mention this at the intro, you do need a pair of heavier dumbbells as well as a lighter set. Deal? Awesome. Okay, on top of the dome, let's start with a squat pattern. Push the bum back, knees chalk with the toes, get ourselves used to being on top of the dome while we warm up the lower body. Now with each rep, I want you to see if you can drop down a bit deeper, okay? Ideally, we'd like to get all the way down, full knee flexion. It's a great total body warm up right here. You'll feel your heart rates come up a bit. Last 4, 3, 2, one more. 1. Beautiful. All right, forearms on top of your dome now. You can be on the knees to modify. We're taking it into a plank up. From here, we plank up with one arm and then down, and now lead with the other arm and down. Modified on your knees. If you find that doing this is irritating to the wrists or the shoulders, then hey, I want you to hold a plank, okay? Or you can also keep holding. If being weight bearing on the shoulders just isn't an option, you can always hold a V-sit. This is how I roll. I always got options. I am the queen of modifications. Now, if you've joined me with the plank ups, make sure you lead with a different arm each time. Keep those hips squared so feet are apart. We're warming everything in the upper body and core up now. 4 more. Last one. And come on up. Beautiful. All right, back foot on the, one foot on the dome behind you. Fingertips light behind the ears. Pull the elbows back. Give me a lunge pattern. Perfect. You want that front knee lined up with the ankle, so you may have to adjust your step. You'll feel that back hip extended. Push through the heel on that front leg. Warming up further into the legs. Arms are up to help keep the posture. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. So we'll be doing a variation of this move, but with dumbbells in our hands. So it's a good introduction. Whenever you have your back foot elevated, they call it a Bulgarian lunge. I have absolutely no idea. I'm wondering, maybe it originated in Bulgaria. That would be my best guess. I know a Canadian would never think of this exercise. We're too nice. Last 4, 3, 2, one more. 1. Excellent. Open and close now. Working into the shoulders, so further warming up into the upper body, but now also getting the upper back involved. So we're all over the place for time, reps, exercises. So I will just cue you as we go, as well as show different levels if maybe what I'm showing just isn't working for you. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, march it on the spot. Maybe grab a sip of water and take a peek at our first 2 exercises. Okay, both exercises we need dumbbells, the heavier set. Take a peek. I'm going to situate myself in a bridge pattern, head and shoulders on the mat. Elbows lined up with the shoulders, and then I'll bring the elbows in a bit. From there, I'll do a chest press. And then my second rep, I'll bring the elbows right in tight, palms facing for a chest press. Secondary exercise, one or no dumbbells, dependent on where you're at for fitness. I'll get in a crunch position, so now my bum's halfway between the top of the dome and the ground. Crunch up and stand up. All right, if that's not for you, what you'll do for me then is give me a crunch, okay? And then lift one knee up when you've done one crunch. Crunch, lift one knee up. All right, let's get going. I'll chat more as we get busy. So on this guy here, you want the shoulders and head supported, okay? Elbows are lined up with the shoulders, and then bring them in just a bit, just a bit. All right, palms facing the knees, hips up high, use the glutes, give me one press. Now bring the elbows so they touch, palms facing each other, and give me more of a tricep press, and then go back to elbows a little wider. When the dumbbells touch, they're touching above the chest. When the elbows drop down, they're not lowering any lower than the shoulders. 50 seconds are on the clock, and then we'll use one dumbbell and do the sit-up and stand. Push through those heels, let's get those hips up. Bringing the elbows in changes it, doesn't it? Yeah, puts more isolation on the back of the arm, our triceps, which tends to be a problem area for us. And us, I mean women over the age of 40. All right, bum halfway between the top of the dome and the ground. Dumbbell held here at the chest. We want to be able to go back over the BOSU, but with our feet still on the ground. Then we come up into a standing position. We go back down and do a crunch. Feet still stay on the ground. Now, what if you're like, PJ, forget it. This is a stupid exercise. I'm not doing the standing. You'll give me a crunch, okay? And then stay in the crunch. You give me a knee up, so we work in challenge balance. Crunch, and then other knee up. So you choose. It's your workout, baby cakes. I just want to make sure you move, okay? That's my job. Keep you moving, keep you challenged, and keep you safe. When the timer goes, we go back to that chest press drill. Whew, this changes things with the dumbbell, doesn't it? Oh yeah. Time. Okay, so chest press, what do we want? We want that head and shoulders supported. We want the elbows slightly in front of the shoulders and lined up with the body. Bum up, press center, lower, elbows tight to the rib cage, punch up, lower, bring those elbows back out. Perfect. 2 rounds of these guys. This is our last set here, and then we move on. I'm using 12 pounds today. Normally, I would use 20, 25s, but some days we have great days, other days we have not so great days. So this is my not so great day for energy. So I'm like, oh, it's okay, I'm still gonna show up, I'm just not gonna lift as heavy. You might be in the same boat as me sometimes, or you might be nodding your head going, yeah, PJ, I know what you mean, I'm feeling that way right today. But we showed up, yay! We are fucking amazing. Time. All right. So we'll take that to the bank. Crunch to stand up, or one crunch, knee up. Ready, set, go. Yeah, people, I think that trainers jump out of bed just wanting to do burpees for breakfast and mountain climbers for lunch and a few planks and push-ups for dinner. This trainer doesn't. This trainer is almost 51. She's slowing down. So as long as I keep moving forward, I'm okay with it. I never liked burpees anyways, even when I was young. Younger, I should say. Stupid exercise. This is gonna get the heart rate up too. We've got a lot of muscles working. Time. All right, come on into a standing position. We still need that one heavy, or a heavy, sorry, not both, we just need one. Dropping the timer down to 40 seconds. One arm row, and then a single leg squat. We're gonna do a cool version of a squat you've probably never done before. I know, right? Are you excited? You'll love it. Okay. Right foot on your dome. Dumbbell in your left hand, just so we're all on the same page. Yes, perfect. Now we want to hip hinge and lean into that front thigh so spine is neutral. Perfect. Now pull the elbow up and release. Shoulders stay squared, abs engaged. There is no rounding of the spine. Deal? Deal. Having your foot on the dome is going to challenge the balance a bit. Time. All right, get rid of the dumbbell. Still staying with that left foot on your ground. Get right beside your BOSU. So you're not gonna be on the same or mirroring me. Now lift your left leg's on the ground, lift the right leg up. Yes? Just as long as you got one knee hovering over your BOSU. Now bend this leg, this working leg, come down. See if you can get the knee to just brush, or the shin to brush your BOSU ball. Now do this squat pattern by what? Pushing your bum rearward like I've taught you. Neutral spine. Knee tracking with the toes. If the knee's going all over the place, then I want you to give me a little knee bend. Okay, and let's train the range of motion deeper as the knee gets more stable. Time. All right, so let's do that same left arm again. Hip hinge, neutral spine. Shoulders squared, go. Are you breathing? Just thought I'd ask. I don't care when you do. I've had people message me, leave comments under the workouts. Can you please cue when to inhale and when to exhale? No, just fucking breathe. Don't worry about when or how or where. Just breathe. All right? We are not lifting heavy enough. Time. One-legged squat, where we need to really focus on exhaling on exertion. So typically when I tell people when to breathe, they hold their breath and they get all flustered. So I go, just want you to breathe. Just want you to breathe. Okay, so other arm for the row. So we've got 2 sets each side, so we're moving on after this. If you have any knee issues, this is a really good drill for you. All right, again, make sure it's pain-free and make sure that knee's tracking. I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm all over the place because of my ankle, because of my balance. I can still keep that knee tracking, so I'm still enabling myself to go deep. Time. If my knee was fluttering side to side, I would stop that. All right, here we go. Right arm. And I would only go down a little bit. Go. Yeah, so why I have no energy is totally my own fault. I'm reading a really, really good book. Well, not anymore. I finished it last night. I read till 3 a.m. I couldn't put the darn thing down. Last one, and dumbbell down. Okay, so be aware, you might be less stable, or maybe you're more stable on this side. So just know that this leg might feel different. Here we go, push the bum back, come down. For me, I'm a lot more stable. Yeah, back in our 20s, right? We weren't feeling that great because we were drinking all night. Now in our 50s, it's because we were reading. Oh yeah, I got to recover. I had a hard night of reading, man. It was rough. Gosh, I don't think I could drink. Like, I can have a couple drinks for sure, but like what we did in our 20s. Ugh. Time. All right, back to that right arm rows. Hip hinge. Good job. Square the shoulders and pull. Loving husband stays up till 1 or 2 most nights. I don't know how he does it. Time. Okay, last set here. Again, you want that foot right beside your BOSU ball. Try not to bring the leg out too much, okay? So it's just hanging there, and shin or knee, whatever you can. Or maybe you find that knee's moving a lot, or you found some pain in the deep squat, at which point you'll just give me a little one, knee tracks with the toes, and just keep going for the 40 seconds. We're moving on after this. Push through that heel. Like I said, this is a great exercise for any knee instability you might have, or if we need to strengthen the quad to get the knee strong. It's a good move. Time. Nicely done. Okay, you need your smaller set of dumbbells. We're not going to start with them, so you can just place them off to the side. Changing the timer to 30 seconds now, so we're dropping the time down. Training the back muscles and the shoulders for this one. Belly's on the ball. Okay, so the hips and the belly. And you want to find the spot where you can lie over the ball, but it's not making it too hard for you to breathe. Extend the arms up, lift everything up for flying Superman, and then slowly lower, okay? So get that ball right under the hips, adjust it as you need to so you can still breathe. Remember, breathing's important. All right, now extend the arms, thumbs pointed up, chin tucked in. You don't need to see me, I'll talk you through it. Lift everything up off the ground for flying Superman. Hold and slowly lower. Mind you, I don't know why they call it flying Superman. Seems kind of redundant. What Superman does, he flies. Here we go, up. If I were a superhero, I'd want to be Batman. His superpower is being rich. Time. Kneeling on the BOSU with a dumbbell in each hand. To challenge yourself further, take your toes so they're not touching the ground. Bring the hands up at the shoulders and press up for shoulder press. Yeah, Batman's power is being rich. And having Alfred. I would love an Alfred in my life. So those are our moves. We have a few of these to do, and then we move on. So as I said, if you want to challenge yourself, point your toes so your feet aren't touching the ground at all. This is why I'm wobbling around. All right, I'm using my thighs and my core to balance here. Time. Here we go. Get that ball situated, arms extended, thumbs up, feet apart, legs apart, and up. Try to lift right up, extending through the spine. This is a really great move if you sit a lot for your job, working the extensors in the back that get weakened with a lot of sitting. Time. All right, kneeling, shoulder presses. So take a look. Whoop. My toes are pointed, toes or feet are completely off the ground. And press. There's one superhero I would not want to be, and that's Wonder Woman. There's no way I want to wear that skimpy outfit. even wear that Skibia clothes to bed. Time. And I just saw the new Wonder Woman too, and if you haven't yet, don't. Save yourself the 2 hours. Here we go, ready, and lift. Very disappointing movie. When you have all that talent, all that money, movie makers, why do you ruin a good one? Anyways, I'm just babbling. This is our last set here. Then we're gonna move on to a thigh burner series. Time. All right, shoulder presses. So again, if you can, take the toes right off the ground. Good. All right, tuck the tush in and press. Whew. Time, nicely done. Okay, we're taking the time back up to 50 seconds. Here's the scoop. Advanced people, I want a heavy dumbbell in each hand. Intermediate, 1 dumbbell held at the chest. Beginners, no dumbbell. Got that? Perfect. Bulgarian lunge like we did in warm-up, this time weighted. 50 seconds are on the clock, so we're all on the same page. Let's take the left foot on our dome, so left foot. So the right is the working one. Situate yourself upright in the posture. Kick that leg forward so that when we bend this knee, it's not pushing past the toe box, and down and up. Now, if you're intermediate and I said grab 1 dumbbell and you're like, hey, I could do 2, PJ, then guess what? You're an advanced exerciser. Welcome. Welcome, beautiful. Don't ever underestimate yourself. If you've been training with me for a while, you are definitely advanced. And I don't care what age you are. 30 or 70, it's all relative. Woo! So you're gonna feel the booty on that front leg, the quad on that front leg. You'll feel time, extension on that back leg. Now keep that back leg on the dome. Bring your front one forward. Soften the front one into RDL. Push the bum back and give me Romanian deadlift. So we're hip hinging and come on up. So there's just a little bit of weight on the toe that's on the BOSU. Shoulder blades are pinched, pushing through the heel, feeling this in that right glute and hamstring. Now, if this isn't feeling good for your low back, if you have SI joint problems, what you'll do is head and shoulders on the BOSU, left leg crosses over right, and you'll give me a single leg bridge, okay? So those are your options, or maybe you have osteoporosis and that hip hinge, you're just not confident you can keep a neutral spine. So you'll come down and do this. All right, keep going, everyone. Time. All right, other leg, Bulgarian. So let's get that foot right on the top of our dome, centered, shoulders back and down, go. And back to Wonder Woman. This is in my head now. Her clothes look like they're made of metal. That does not look like dry fit material. I would sweat like a son of a gun wearing that thing. How comfortable can that be? I need dry fit. I'm a menopausal woman. Yeah, see? Batman. Batman's the way to go. Woo, time. All right, now keep that back foot up and just bring that front one forward more. So hip hinge or one-legged bridge, okay? Ready, set, go. So it means you hinge from the hip, that hip crease. You push the bum back. You soften that left leg. You come forward, squeeze through the booty. Good. Be aware you're not rounding that mid-back. So in RDL with dumbbells, we're using a lot of mid-back too. Second set of all this coming up. Bulgarian lunge, other leg up. Woo! You feel that in the tush? Yeah, I think I said this was a thigh burner series, but I take it back. It's a butt burner. Time. Okay, you ready? Of course you are. You are effing awesome that way. Okay, here we go. Leg up. Ready? Sit. Lunge, baby. And you go down as low as it feels comfortable for your knees. I want you to challenge your legs, but if there's knee pain with that, then you just decrease your range of motion. Focus your stare on something stationary. Get your balance. We want that stability. I don't want you all over the place. And you sure as hell better not be holding on to something for your balance, all right? You let go of something. If you're holding the wall or the couch, let go. Let your body balance itself. Use those muscles, girl. Time. Okay, we're gonna bring that leg closer to our BOSU. Still keep that one back there. Softness in the knee. Okay, or maybe you're doing a one-legged bridge. Here we go. Hip hinge, push up. Good. It's the second set that's the winner, isn't it? Woohoo! Yeah, baby. You feel that in the glute? Doesn't matter if you're doing the standing or doing the bridge, you're gonna feel that right glute fire up. So I have about 25% of weight on my BOSU, the rest is all in this right leg. Time. Okay, last set. Good stuff, you guys. Back foot up on the dome, nice and tall on the spine, and go. Again, challenge yourself, see how deep you can go. Don't be on autopilot. Whew. Last few reps. Come on, you guys. Whew. All right, foot closer to your BOSU. Softness in that working leg. So for us, it's going to be the left. We're on the same leg. Here we go. Hip hinge. Good. Or maybe you're doing the one-legged bridge. Time, shake it out. All right, grab a quick sip of water because we are doing everything. One more time for one set. Okay, let's go. Narrow to narrower chest press. One round, ready? Both dumbbells in your hand, heavier set, shoulders and head on the ball, bum is up in a bridge, go. Elbows slightly in front of the shoulder, chest press. Elbows in tight to the rib cage, punch up, alternate. Push through the heels, get those hips up high, engage those glutes. Tush like a 20-year-old, here we come. Crunch to standing for our next exercise, using one or no dumbbells. Time, all right. Situate your butt halfway between the top of your dome and the bottom. Curl yourself back, feet on the ground. Crunch up and stand. That's not gonna work for you. Remember, it's one crunch, and then give me a knee up. Crunch, and other knee up. We're moving on to the one arm row after this. Time. All right, let's have the dumbbell in the left hand. So that means the opposite foot is on our dome. Neutral spine. Ready? Pull up. Shoulders squared. Row the elbow up past the rib cage. Keep the shoulders squared so we're not twisting at all. We're staying squared to our ground. When we've done the row, one-legged squat before we do the other arm row. Hey, if you've been doing my workouts for a while too, you gotta drop a comment below and tell me what you think of my new sparkly lights behind me. They changed colors too. So I dimmed them so they're the same color as the BOSU. Time. All right, left leg, working leg. Okay. Right knee hovers. Push the bum back, knees track straight ahead. Knee up, track straight ahead. Push your bum back and hinge from the hip. So I'm not rounding the spine. Again, if there's pain, discomfort, you'll decrease your range of motion. Whew, yeah, this one's a burner the third time through. Time, all right. Other leg. So we've got the dumbbell now in the right arm. Opposite legs on the dome. Hip hinge, go. If you're new to the workout though, and you're like, yeah, what lights, PJ? If you're new to the workout, just an FYI, I have a lot of BOSU workouts. If you stay to the very last 20 seconds of this video, I actually have a fit tip where I show how you can sub in the BOSU ball for any exercise in any YouTube workout. So you can get more use out of your BOSU when you're doing other workouts. So make sure you stick around for that, watch that, because it really is a great little tool to use. Time. All right, so now we're working the right leg. Dangle that left one over the BOSU. Push the hips rear, bend the knee, push through the heel, come on up. So when I work out on my own, I don't just use one piece of equipment. I'll use my BOSU, my tubing, my dumbbells, my TRX, my plyo bench. So I've got a ton of fit tips on the channel which show you how you can implement different tools into any workout so that you get the most use out of everything that you may have in your workout room, your garage, wherever you're sweating right now from. Flying Supermans coming up. Time, all right. Have the light dumbbells close by. Hips, belly on top, arms extended, thumbs up. Lift everything up. Pause it for that second and lower. Now when you when you lift your body up, not things, your body, I want you to keep your gaze down though, so that neck still stays lined up with the spine. We're kneeling for that shoulder press coming up. This is not a workout where you want to have a big meal before you do this one, is it? It's slightly uncomfortable. Time. All right, kneeling on the BOSU with your light dumbbells. No toes on the ground because we want to challenge the thighs and the balance and the core. And ready, set, press. Now if your shoulders are starting to say, nope, I don't like presses, PJ, you can do a bicep curl. Or maybe it's just above the head the shoulders don't like, at which point you can do side lateral raises. All right, we get to do those lunges and RDLs one more time. When the timer goes, we'll need those heavier dumbbells. Or maybe you'll say, nope, I'm just gonna do it with body weight. You pick what's gonna fatigue you, okay? And again, remember, time. Each workout's a little different. All right, let's get the left foot on our dome. Left on the dome, nice and tall in the spine. Press into that back foot and lower and press through that front heel and lift. We're almost there. All right, almost there, time, see? All right, bring that foot closer to your BOSU. Back foot still stays up there. Softness in the knee, hip hinge, that's important. Or maybe you decide you want to do the one-legged bridges, at which point it's your right foot on the ground, left leg crossed over, head and shoulders on the BOSU. Push into that right heel and lift the hips. I'm going to be honest with you. This one more time through isn't on our paper. I made an executive decision after the exercises. Quickly in my head, I figured, oh, we can do one more of everything. We got it in us. Time, all right. Right foot on the dome, start with the lunge. So I won't charge you for this extra exercise I'm giving you. And go, lunge it down. This is free of charge. This is my gift to you. Last two exercises, and then I promise no more executive decisions. That's it. We stretch, and then if you haven't already watched it, you're gonna stick around and watch the short little fit tip I have time on how to use your BOSU in any exercise in any YouTube workout. Here we go. Back foot back, front leg closer to the BOSU, hip hinge, or maybe you do the bridges. Oh, wow. Look who decided to get out of bed. Hey, bud. If you don't know who this guy is, everybody, this is George. He's a little tired. We went for a big WALK before this. Time, nicely done. All right, dumbbells down. Whew. Let's do a couple of stretches and then you can continue on with your day. Okay, let's get the left knee on the BOSU. Right one slightly ahead. Tuck the tailbone under, squeeze that left glute so we get a release into that hip and thigh. Inhale the left arm straight up, exhale, lean away. So like I said, I'm gonna link up that video. You have to watch to the very end of this one though. It's like the last 15 seconds. And then I would love to hear what you thought of the workout by dropping a comment below. If you liked the workout, hey, we would appreciate a thumbs up. That does help us in the algorithm with YouTube. In addition, if you haven't already done so, click subscribe. All right, circle this arm behind you, nice and slow. Let's get the other knee on. Yes, even if you don't really subscribe to things, but you do my workouts, tuck the tailbone under, inhale the right arm up, lean away. Clicking subscribe, it does help this channel and it helps us stay in YouTube's algorithms, in which point then we can continue doing the workouts because that means more women will watch it. So we would appreciate a subscribe. And then those of you that feel that you want to keep everything going and make sure these workouts stay here, we would love to see your support on Patreon. The information's down below. It's due to the support of the amazing women and men on Patreon that we can keep these workouts on YouTube. Circle the arm behind. Good. All right, now drop your bum on the ground. Interlace the hands behind the head and just let your body drape over the BOSU. Knees are bent. So we're extending the spine, extending the T-spine, our thoracic spine, opening up the chest, stretching into the pecs and front shoulder. Your head is fully supported. There's no stress in the neck. Let's just hold here for a few breaths. This is a really nice stretch here. You may find that you're quite tight here, so remember this stretch, you know. Do it while you're watching a show, watching the news. Pull your BOSU out, do some exercises. And release. Press yourself up into standing, hands on top of the dome, and just let yourself hang here. Feet are in a straight line, heels under hips. Can push the hips back and walk the hands away from you to the other side of your dome to lengthen through the sides of the body, while we also stretch into the low back and hamstrings. Head is relaxed. And roll it up. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, drop a comment, thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe, join us on Patreon, blah, 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 and have yourself a great rest of your day. Mwah. See you next workout.